Take a good look at this curious piece of metal. Its smooth grip leads to a broad, flat head that might seem familiar in some ways, but is distinctly unusual in others. It weighs heavily in the hand, designed for striking but with features that suggest a thoughtful application beyond just brute force. Can you guess what this was for? Most people have no idea. But tucked within the contours and crevices of this tool lies a story rich with craftsmanship, necessity, and the artistry of forgotten trades. This is the legendary blacksmith's hammer. But not just any hammer. This one is known as the cross-peen hammer, a tool that blacksmiths cherished for its versatility and unique design. The cross-peen hammer is an extraordinary implement, its head shaped like a traditional hammer, but with one side elongated and tapered, resembling a wedge. It was primarily used for shaping heated metal, allowing the blacksmith to manipulate iron and steel with finesse. Picture this. A blacksmith stands in his workshop, the forge glowing brightly behind him, the rhythmic sound of hammer meeting metal ringing through the air as he transforms a glowing red piece of iron into a horseshoe. The cross-peen side allows him to create precise edges, while the flat side can drive pins or other fasteners into place. As we dive deeper into the lives of the blacksmiths of yore, we find that this remarkable tool was more than just an object. It was a lifeline for many. These craftsmen were often central figures in their communities, repairing tools, shoeing horses, and even creating locks and hardware. However, with the advent of industrialization and mass production in the late 19th century, tools like the cross-peen hammer fell out of favor. Factories began to spring up, churning out metal products in volumes that no blacksmith could match. The romance of artistry in metalwork faded, and with it, the cherished craft of blacksmithing dwindled, leaving behind only echoes of the hammers that once rang out in the twilight of small-town workshops. Next, let's explore another fascinating forgotten tool used in a very different trade. The cooper's jointer, a long, rectangular plane designed specifically for shaping and smoothing the staves used in barrels. Imagine a cooper standing amidst a wooden array of staves, some curved and others straight, preparing them for assembly. The cooper's jointer possessed a distinctive design, with its long, flat base and sharp iron blade that would glide effortlessly along the edges of the wood, ensuring a snug fit to create an airtight seal. Coopers played a vital role in the production of barrels for shipping goods, from ale to apples, and their jointers ensured that each barrel was crafted with exact precision. A cooper would reach for this tool daily, creating barrels that could withstand the rigors of transport across river and sea, seldom pondering that one day, the craft he adored would be hastened toward obscurity. The introduction of metal drums and plastic barrels in the mid-20th century brought about a significant decline in the need for handcrafted wooden barrels. Did your grandfather have one of these in his shed? Tell me below. Now let's shift our focus to a tool that belonged to those who tilled the land. The corn husker, a simple yet ingenious device designed for removing the husks from ears of corn. This tool resembles a wooden-handled poker with a sharp iron tip. Farmers would use it to pierce the husk, allowing them to shuck the corn quickly and efficiently. Imagine a bustling family farm in the late 19th century, its grain fields billowing with crops as the sun sets on a long day's work. The rhythmic sound of corn being husked would fill the air as a farmer deftly worked the corn husker, a staple at harvest time. For many, the corn husker was a tool that epitomized the harvest season, helping families prepare for long winters ahead. Yet, with the advent of mechanized farming equipment, specifically the corn header in the mid-20th century, the humble corn husker slowly vanished from the fields, replaced by machines that could shuck entire fields in a fraction of the time. As we delve deeper into this journey of forgotten tools, our next tale takes us to the mysteries of the joiner's rabbet plane, an essential tool for carpenters and joiners in crafting joints and seamless edges in woodworking. A rabbet plane is an elegantly designed instrument with a flat base and a specially designed blade that allows woodworkers to create grooves or recesses in wooden boards. Picture a skilled craftsman carefully selecting a piece of fine oak, its grains running in the most exquisite patterns. With keen focus, he brings his rabbet plane to life as he deftly slides the tool along the edge of the board, creating the perfect channel for fitting joints. The craftsmanship of a well-cut rabbet was not just a means to an end. It was a hallmark of quality, ensuring that doors, windows, and cabinetry fit together in harmony. However, as time marched on and the 20th century began to see a surge in mass-produced furniture, the rabbet plane suffered the same fate as many handmade tools. Power tools marked the arrival of a faster-paced era, one where speed triumphed over skill. Now let's revisit the fields, this time to reveal the peculiar potato fork, an agricultural tool often overlooked in the vast array of farming implements. The potato fork, with its long handle and sharp, turned tines, was utilized primarily for digging up potatoes from the nutrient-rich soil. Imagine the joy of a farmer's family gathering around as the harvest commenced, children giggling in the crisp air as their father wielded the potato fork, deftly lifting the earth to uncover the buried treasure hidden below. What made the potato fork remarkable was its long tines, designed to penetrate the ground without damaging the potatoes. This careful digging ensured that the harvest would be plentiful and intact, providing for the family through the long winter months. But, like many traditional tools, the potato fork began to fade into obscurity. As tractors and other mechanized equipment began to dominate farms in the mid-20th century, the simple practicality of the potato fork became a relic of the past, overshadowed by the rapid advancements in agricultural technology. Now, let's look at another remarkable tool, one that graced the kitchens of America, the butter worker. This quaint tool, often made of carved wood or cast iron, was designed for working creamy butter, expelling excess buttermilk while creating that perfect, velvety texture kitchen artisans sought. Imagine a housewife in a cozy kitchen in the early 20th century, fresh from churning her butter. Using the butter worker, she carefully pressed the butter into a beautiful form, ensuring that her family would enjoy the best of their efforts, spreadable and delightful on warm loaves of bread that had just emerged from the oven. It wasn't just about making butter, it was an art form, a familial tradition passed down through generations. As refrigeration began to change the landscape of food preparation in the mid-20th century, the lovely butter worker slipped into obsolescence. Its absence is felt in kitchens today, where commercially produced butter reigns supreme, often void of that homemade warmth. As we approach the final chapter of our journey, we come to the last tool of our exploration, the enigmatic spokeshave, a tool that took shape to craft the round and tapered parts of furniture and vehicles. The spokeshave resembles a miniature plane and possesses a blade that can be adjusted for different cuts. Picture this. A wheelwright stands at his workshop, surrounded by wood and iron, preparing to craft the spokes for a wheel. With the spokeshave in hand, he moves methodically, planing cylindrical shapes that ultimately come together to form sturdy, reliable wheels. The beauty of a spokeshave lies in its elegance and versatility, capable of achieving both subtle curves and sharp angles with ease. Yet, as the age of machine production advanced, the demand for handcrafted wheelwrights dwindled. The emergence of the automobile in the early 20th century sealed the fate of many skilled craftsmen, whose tools were abandoned in favor of speed and efficiency offered by assembly lines. Reflecting on all these tools, each a testament to human ingenuity, craftsmanship, and hard work, we can feel a sense of longing for the past. Despite their disappearance, they continue to resonate within the fabric of our collective story, a story of hands that shaped wood, formed metal, harvested crops, and nurtured families. The world of craftsmanship, once so vibrant, now rests quietly, waiting for the next generation to rediscover the magic of making. Like this if it took you back, and subscribe for the next forgotten tool. The workshop never really closes.